What's going on, y'all? Your boy Darius here, back up in another video, and this time I'm here for The Last of Us Season 2, the official teaser. Today is apparently The Last of Us Day. I didn't even know about that. But yeah, they've decided to drop the teaser for Season 2 of The Last of Us. Season 1 of The Last of Us was phenomenal, right? I just want to explain my background with the series real quick. I never actually played the games, like physically, controller in my hand, play the games. I've always watched other people, like their gameplay of the first game and even the second game as well. And it's mainly because, for me personally, the gameplay of the Last of Us games was never really that appealing to me. Like I know there's the different mechanics for like the different infected, the freaking clickers. They're all that shit. They're creepy ass noises and shit, and like the tension it can make with that. But like to me, the gameplay was always very second to the story. The story was why I got into Last of Us, and I never felt compelled to actually get in there and physically play the game. I just want to see the story play itself out. And the first game, obviously, phenomenal story. Second game, obviously, we have some controversy. If you do not know what happens in the second game, there's going to be spoilers in this video for that because it's going to tie directly to what's going to potentially happen in this second season. So, the second game, very controversial for what it does with Joel, with what it does with Abby, the character who, again, spoiler alert, right? Just, you've been warned. Abby, the character who kills Joel with a golf club, right? Beats him to death. And the fact that the game forces you to play as her for like I don't know how many hours or whatever, and tries to get you to like I don't know justify why she did what she did, or like understand why she did what she did, and really get into her psyche. And like for some people it worked, for other people it did not. Right? Me watching the story play out, I was just like, I'm not into this at all. I get what they were trying to do, the whole cycle of revenge stuff, but then to me personally, to my taste and to the way I like stories to be told, I thought the writing for it had a good idea, terrible execution. That's just me, and I think the show has an opportunity to kind of course correct that. I don't expect them to not have Joel die, but hopefully tell that story better than they did in the games. Because the first season had plenty of changes from the game, some for the better, some not really, but hopefully this is an opportunity for them to change some things for the better in this season. And without further ado, I've been talking for like 3 minutes. Let's get it.
I want to start over.
I know her. He was great as Joel, by the way. I didn't like when the casting first announced. I was like, really, Pedro? He's just kind of overexposed right now, but I think he worked pretty well. And it's interesting they're doing this time skip where, like, Bella Ramsey is not that much older. Like, she doesn't look that much older. There's the guitar. Yeah, like,
Let's try something different.
she still looks like a kid. Like, from the first game to the second game, Ellie's, like, what? She goes from 13 to, like...
something unless you're brave enough to say it out loud.
She goes from, like, 13 to 19. Oh, Isabella Murray. Dude, she's getting a lot of work these days. I like her.
Say the thing you're afraid to say.
But yeah, she doesn't look that much older, man. She's still like a
Say
kid.
it out loud, no matter what
Recognize
it is,
that,
no
dude.
matter how bad.
That character is playing. Tommy! Oh,
What did you do?
oh, there she is. There's Abby. Oh, brother. Oh, that's right. It's like a cult or whatever, right? In the second game. Oh, shoot, Jeffrey Wright. He was actually in the game, wasn't he? We know what's gonna happen, and it's gonna be interesting. The guitar is very much a big thing. 2025. Man, oh man. It's going to be very interesting to see how that all goes down. And it's going to be interesting to see the reaction to it as it goes down. Again, that second game's controversial. I imagine if they follow closely to the game, even with a little bit of changes, but if the core things that happened in the game that caused the controversy, that caused the split, is going to be, Twitter, the online space is going to be a war zone between the camp who's like, oh, this is great, and the camp who's just like, oh, it sucks, it's stupid, fuck Abby. And already the poor girl who plays Abby already got a bunch of hate the moment she was cast, and I always think that's stupid. Like, you can't separate the actor from the character. You can't realize that that's just an actor doing their job, and you're gonna throw hate and death threats and all this stuff at an actor for just doing their job, for trying to get paid. It's just stupid. They have no control over what their character, does. They have no control. At least in this instance, I know some actors get some, big time actors get plenty swing and sway of what they can do with their characters and stuff. But in this, where you're adapting a source material, she has no say in what the character does. She can't change what Abby does. Right? That's up to Neil Druckmann. All right, and what's the other dude's name? Craig Mazin, I think, is like the showrunner or whatever. She can't do that. Like, she's just playing the role, and I feel bad for her. Like, the moment I knew this was coming, I was like, oh, whoever plays Abby, I'm going to feel bad for her, because idiots on the internet are going to come for her, and it's just a shame. I had. It's funny, like, as soon as the first season happened, and then the moment in that first season that ties directly to this season, as soon as that moment happened, I was just like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to watch season 2, because I know what happens. But similar to The Walking Dead, like, when Negan shows up, like, I was a comic reader, I knew what was coming, and I was just like, I don't know if I want to see that, but I tuned in anyway. I know that was plenty of controversial moment that caused plenty of fans to stop watching the show. It might be a similar effect here. If they do what happens, if Joel gets the old 4, if that shit happens to Joel, I can foresee viewership probably dropping immediately after that episode. But we shall see. Again, the only thing with me is just that Bella Ramsey still looks like a 13-year-old kid. Like, it's just something I'm gonna get used to. like in my mind, like, she's got that Tom Holland syndrome, where, like, you're just stuck looking like a kid forever, right? Tom's gonna have to grow a beard one day, even though I think he said, like, he can't grow a beard, so he's just stuck. He was gonna be in his 40s, still playing people, like, in the 20s. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this trailer. Let me know what you thought of the first season of Last of Us. Let me know what you thought of the games themselves. Will you be watching this season? Are you a fan of what happened in the second game? Let me know. Sound off in the comments what your opinion was of the direction they took in Last of Us 2, which side of the fence you fell on, man. While you're doing that, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Help me out. I'm trying to get to 700 subscribers. That's the next little sub goal. I'm trying to reach 1,000 by the end of the year, so help me out there, man. Also, leave a like. YouTube's love likes. They love comments. Engagement helps the video, helps my channel out greatly. Also, hit the notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video. All right? And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.